Modern science can scan the brain, map neural networks, and measure every chemical reaction inside the human body, yet it still cannot fully explain awareness, focus, or why our mental state can shift in an instant. Why can one person recover from emotional trauma, while another remains trapped in anxiety for years? Why do dull eyes, fatigue, and poor concentration often appear long before medical tests show anything abnormal? For thousands of years, Eastern medicine has approached these questions differently. Not by isolating the brain alone, but by examining the entire human system: energy, blood circulation, organs, and emotional balance. The mind as a physiological state. In Eastern medicine, mental clarity is not treated as an abstract concept. It is understood as a functional state supported by circulation, organ strength, and nourishment of the nervous system. When a person shows poor concentration, emotional instability, lifeless or dull eyes, chronic fatigue, the issue is not viewed as purely psychological. It is often traced back to insufficient nourishment of qi and blood. But what does that actually mean in practical terms? It means the brain is not being sufficiently supplied. It means microcirculation may be sluggish. It means metabolic support is compromised. In this system, the eyes are considered an extension of internal vitality. When circulation weakens, the eyes lose brightness. When nourishment declines, focus becomes unstable. Over time, stress further disrupts internal regulation. Modern lifestyles, long hours of screen exposure, chronic anxiety, irregular sleep, and emotional suppression gradually impair circulation and deplete foundational energy. The result is not sudden collapse. It is gradual cognitive dullness, reduced resilience, lower stress tolerance, mental clarity fades quietly. The root causes. Two major imbalances are commonly identified. Spleen weakness, leading to poor production of qi and blood. Kidney weakness, leading to insufficient support for brain function and resilience. Prolonged emotional stress, especially fear, grief, or chronic anxiety, gradually weakens these systems. Over time, mental clarity declines. This decline is rarely dramatic. It begins subtly: reduced motivation, brain fog, delayed reaction time, emotional oversensitivity. From this perspective, the problem is systemic, not isolated to the brain alone. Herbal strategy for regulation. Rather than targeting symptoms alone, Eastern medicine focuses on restoring systemic balance. A common therapeutic approach includes strengthening circulation. Panax, Noda ginseng, supports blood flow and vascular health. Salvia miltiorrhiza, traditionally used to improve microcirculation. Improving circulation enhances oxygen delivery and metabolic efficiency at the cellular level, supporting digestive function. Improving spleen and stomach function enhances the production of qi and blood, the fundamental nourishment for mental clarity. Without proper production, no amount of stimulation can sustain focus. Rebuilding foundational energy. By restoring kidney support, resilience, and focus gradually improve. This process is not instant. It is regulatory, layered, foundational. Blood pressure and self-regulation. An interesting observation: when circulation improves and vitality increases, blood pressure may rise temporarily. In this framework, moderate elevation can represent the body's restored ability to self-regulate, not necessarily deterioration. However, clearing vascular blockages remains essential. The goal is balance, not suppression. In this model, health is not defined by isolated numbers. It is defined by coordinated function. Modern science excels at measuring structure. Eastern medicine excels at observing function. When both perspectives are combined, we gain a broader understanding of mental health, one that includes circulation, organ strength, emotional balance, and systemic regulation. Perhaps the question is not whether one system is right, but whether we are willing to see the human body as more than isolated parts. For over a century, modern medicine has focused on precision, isolating variables, targeting symptoms, suppressing acute problems, and it has achieved remarkable success. But many people today are asking a different question. Why, despite advanced technology, do so many struggle with chronic fatigue, brain fog, emotional instability, and long-term imbalance? Eastern medicine approaches the body from another angle, not as separate parts, but as an interconnected system, not only asking, what is damaged, but also, what is depleted, what is blocked, what is out of rhythm. This is not about rejecting modern science. It is about expanding the conversation, because healthcare may not need a replacement. It may need integration. If you are curious about how ancient medical systems can inform modern understanding, and how regulation, circulation, and systemic balance shape mental clarity and long-term vitality, subscribe to Eastern Medicine and Modern Science. Here, we explore the intersection between traditional wisdom and contemporary research, with clarity, with evidence, without ideology. The future of medicine may not be East or West. It may be both. I'll see you in the next episode. If you want to explore how ancient medical systems and modern research can complement each other, if you are curious about the deeper mechanisms behind focus, vitality, and mental resilience, but subscribe and continue following Eastern medicine and modern science, where traditional wisdom meets modern inquiry, and where we rethink what it truly means to be healthy. When we combine structural analysis from modern science with functional observation from Eastern medicine, a more complete model of mental health emerges. Not mystical, not anti-science, but integrative.